pull off the win.
Until Cesaro and Nakamura would emerge from behind Daniel Bryan and neutralize Daniel from any sort of assistance he could provide to Gulak.
And then Gulak would come to the aid of his friend Daniel Bryan, and King Corbin would take advantage with the end of days.
What is up, everybody? It is time
for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. But Corbin and company were not done there. Much like Corbin did to Elias the week prior.
I have arrived.
WWE will make their name at the expense of King Corbin. Period.
Always sounds like Dark Souls when they go between those.
Stop dreaming
scenes there
about winning Money in the Bank, Daniel, because that's all it is to you. It's a dream. And I hope you don't think you're the only one in the match that has won that Money in the Bank contract before. And at headquarters, on top of those towers, I will stand tall on top of that ladder,
what's up?
looking down on all of my subjects.
Ringmaster
as
in the house.
King
We rubbed in the house.
Money in the Bank.
Dude, what are you going to do if you win? Are you going to squander your opportunity just like you did last time? If memory serves me correctly, there have been 23 Money in the Bank winners, and you are one of only 4 people to completely blow it. And I mean, how does that even happen? You get a title opportunity any chance you want. You can just surprise people here and there, and you can just go in, and you can cash in the briefcase. You can cash in the contract. And you blew it. That doesn't make you a king, man. That makes you a loser.
Hey, you better watch it, or you're going to end up like your little coach or Elias. Look, a lot of things have changed since we both won Money in the Bank. You used to be young and hungry, and now you're tired and just desperate. I mean, you hired Drew Gulak as a coach. Now, I was strong when I won Money in the Bank back then, but now I'm stronger and smarter. And Daniel, I'm going to show that to you
Cartier.
right
What's up, man?
now.
D's in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Daniel Bryan and King Corbin go one-on-one here tonight. Corbin versus Bryan on Friday Night Smackdown on Fox.
Oh yeah. So the winner of this match, they're going to commercial right now. The winner of this match will go on to be the final spot in the Money in the Bank, or no, second final spot, or is there anything even on the line? I don't even know if there's something on the line here. D. Bry University, man. I don't know if he's going. You guys think he's gonna do something? Think he's gonna win the whole thing? Waleed's in the house too. Can I open this? See if I can open this. Okay, I got it open. What is up, everybody? Welcome. I was a little late. I had to pick up something and come back. You guys think Daniel Bryan's gonna get it? Otis and Ziggler is for one spot. Yeah, I know that, but I'm wondering if this match has that stipulation. He was just talking about Money in the Bank, but maybe he already qualified. I think both of these guys already qualified. Yeah, I think they're both already in it. I think they're just fighting for glory or something right now. Glory. Yeah. So Tucker, not Tucker, but Otis and Dolph, they're going to be fighting for the last spot. This match is just for pride. That's pretty cool. All right, let me see. What do I have going on over here? All right, that's not doing anything. Very nice. Okay, what about this? Okay, that's fine. All right. Just making sure everything is where it should be. Thank you guys very much for the likes on the video. On the YouTube video, we're already getting some likes. Sounds great, Mandy. Smackdown. Wonder what they have planned for for this week, other than the announced stuff. Might we see the Hacker again? Might we see Bray? That would be kind of cool. Or do you guys think maybe the Hacker is at WWE headquarters? He's at the WWE headquarters, and they're gonna be fighting, and then they're gonna accidentally fall through a door, and it's gonna open. The door is gonna open, and it's gonna be the Hacker in like a little closet, just typing, trying to hack stuff, and then he like quickly covers up his face.
At last,
a
host with class.
Dudley Bazzers, so classy, the most classy. DBK, is that his name now? Oh, the Dolph Break Kid, yeah. Dolph Break Kid. All right, back to Smickety Smack.
Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle.
Dude, he's got such a cool theme song. And the arena looks great with his graphics on it.
Corey, two men who have qualified for the Money in the Bank contract.
They both have qualified.
Match.
That's what I thought.
Very legitimate chances to make the most of this opportunity, but in my opinion, you've got to go with King Corbin. King Corbin has been on a roll recently.
King Corbin, a winner of the Money in the Bank contract back in 2017.
Baron Corbin's got his brand new tank top on with his
failed to cash in that year.
With his lion on it. Pretty cool looking.
Bryan would cash in to win the world title.
Mo, thank you for hosting.
Both spending so much time living in the past. The fact is, Corbin is smarter than he was back then. He's more mature in the ring. He's more experienced. This is a different King Corbin. He wasn't even a king back then. He was just a Baron.
Yeah, Corbin, the king of the ring. Now Daniel Bryan looking to out-wrestle.
He was just a Baron back then.
King Corbin tonight.
Ooh, strong kick right to the thigh.
He was a small wolf back then.
Daniel Bryan looking to
now he's a dire wolf.
Would it be wise for Corbin to get into a grappling contest with Daniel Bryan?
You can never count Baron Corbin out. Corbin is very technically gifted. We know about his Golden Gloves.
Oh my goodness.
Being displayed right now. Heavy right hands have Daniel Bryan.
Little right hand to Daniel Bryan's midsection. Just dropped him.
Bryan takes advantage once again. Kicks to the hamstring in the back of the knee, and now trying to wrestle Corbin down
nice
the mat.
Little takedown by Daniel Bryan, going after the leg.
Very curious. This is unfamiliar territory for us to watch King Corbin. But King Corbin not unfamiliar with the grappling game. Oh! Many moons ago, Corbin was a very celebrated actual national champion in North American Grappling Association.
And Corbin.
Really?
Off the shoulder tackle.
I didn't know that.
Take over, and there's Daniel Bryan right
He's actually a previous grappling champion.
The bigger man down.
Got Baron Corbin, man. He's definitely awesome.
Neutralizing a great deal of Baron Corbin's power. Focusing the attacks on the hamstring now of King Corbin.
Tale of two Money in the Bank stories here.
Did Baron Corbin ever get onto that show, the Superstar Inc. or whatever, with Corey Graves? Did he ever get onto that?
Cash in successfully.
And the more you bring that up, Michael Cole, the more it's just going to motivate King Corbin not to make the same mistake again.
Empire.
The past repeat itself.
Daniel Bryan targeting the left leg of Corbin.
I donated $1. I didn't know I did that. There was somebody in here donating under everybody's name last night, Mo.
Daniel Bryan had the knee bar applied
there was somebody in here who donated under Cameron's name, under Dudley's name.
And now Corbin looks to regroup.
So
Corbin can
they're just making you look. They're just making you look good.
9 nights away from Money in the Bank, where you need to climb a ladder to grab the contract.
Yeah, I think it was PETA.
Notice what a great job Daniel Bryan's done of keeping his distance. Bryan knows he does not want to get caught with one of those Baron Corbin punches. Nice front facelock takedown by Corbin.
And Corbin's actually on the mat with Daniel Bryan right here, showing some good grappling.
Trying to control Daniel Bryan. As far as the ladder match is concerned,
Daniel Bryan turns it around real quick.
In history. It's going to start in the lobby, the ground floor of corporate towers, and end up on the roof. And here's the question: nobody's ever been through an environment like this
imagine
before.
If somebody falls off the towers, dude.
Get up on
That'd
the
be
roof
death.
King Corbin does what he says, and he actually throws you off.
Isn't that like 100 feet up?
It's a possibility, but I actually need to correct you because the briefcases are actually going to be high above the roof. You have to go all the way to the roof of headquarters and then climb a ladder. Talk about a dangerous, potentially catastrophic situation for all the competitors.
Yeah, what if it rains that day?
The already injured left leg.
Yeah, it'd be a long fall, man. someone's gonna do it. You feel it. I hope you don't feel it.
Corbin again looking to wrap Bryan up.
I hope you're not right about that.
Right hands, right to the side of the face.
That could be the end of somebody.
That's what Daniel Bryan's been trying to avoid since the opening bell. The rights and lefts of King Corbin. Oh my goodness. Straight right hand.
Incredible, incredible rights by Baron Corbin over here.
This is the game that Corbin likes to play. That
to pick him up and hit him with the end of days.
Smash mouth in your face style.
Call it a day.
Look off his hair. You're a disappointment, just like your coach.
How can you not like when King Corbin puts a bad mouth on his opponent, particularly Daniel Bryan?
Come on.
Corbin mocking not only
Baron
Bryan,
is
but
talking
Bryan's
that trash.
friend is a coach, Drew Gulak, who he took out last week with a scepter to the throat.
That's why you need a coach. You're washed up.
Oh.
And planted the elbow.
Straight elbows right across the collarbone of Daniel Bryan.
Watch your little show, Total Diva.
Daniel Bryan
Total Divas?
Corbin spends as much time beating you mentally and verbally as he does physically.
Is there still Total Divas?
Turning the tables and again going back to the injured leg and knee of King Corbin. And
I thought it was just Total Bellas now.
Daniel Bryan coming to life in his own
Total
right,
Divas.
uncorking a couple strikes.
Daniel's style of attire is terrible. What do you mean?
Took advantage.
It's like a
And that's what
very
King Corbin was
classic
talking about
wrestling
earlier,
attire.
that he's a smarter competitor. There's no substitute in this business for experience. And King Corbin has gotten invaluable experience.
I disagree, Corey. I don't believe there's a competitor in the sports entertainment world today as smart as Daniel Bryan.
You just probably don't like the Seattle Seahawks. You don't like the Seattle Seahawk color scheme.
A thunderous right by Corbin driving Bryan out of the ring.
Imagine if Corbin connects with one of those right hands on the roof.
Oh,
of WWE
no.
headquarters.
Oh my goodness.
Corbin dominating on SmackDown.
Baron Corbin put Daniel Bryan's arm behind his back and then rammed him into the ring post. Couldn't even protect himself. Ow. Ouch. Destroy, what's up? Welcome back. Destroy. I missed the red and yellow. Oh, you're talking about the color. Yeah, I like that color scheme as well. The maroon or burgundy. I like that. But he's a big Seattle Seahawks fan or whatever, so he wants to represent his squad, represent his team. What is going on, Destroy? Man, Baron Corbin's definitely bringing it to Daniel Bryan on the show here. It's a pretty good start, actually. Both of their promos were pretty well delivered. A lot of personality behind both of their promos. I like the way that Daniel Bryan got really passionate about what the Money in the Bank has meant to him and his career. And he said that the Money in the Bank was like a pivoting point in his career because he was having troubles even getting booked before he won Money in the Bank, and then he went on to become champion. So I like that. It really brings more kind of a little bit more stakes to the Money in the Bank, because we have seen the Money in the Bank be used well and not so well recently. So it is kind of nice to make the Money in the Bank seem more important. It is one of my favorite things. And this year it's going to be, who knows, man? Who knows what the match is going to be like? Got to get up to the roof. My goodness. You watched when Edge first cashed in his briefcase? I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a while, though. Yeah, Elijah, I agree with that. This is a pretty good match. Baron Corbin could put on some okay matches, and of course Daniel Bryan, he can carry anybody. So together it should be good. Baron Corbin also had a pretty okay match with Drew Gulak. I think that's how he qualified. Yeah, I think that's how he qualified. So he's been steadily improving his wrestling game, it looks like. It's commercial break right now, by the way, guys. Speaking of commercial break, hopefully they didn't make my video make my video not advertiser friendly. They've been doing that recently. It's like, what? Come on. All right, back to it. Jeez, man. Daniel Bryan come back from commercial, and Daniel Bryan's still getting worked.
Knee right on the side of Daniel Bryan's face, trying to tear Bryan's shoulder out of its socket right now.
Both of these men have qualified for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match a week from Sunday, streaming live on the WWE Network.
Yeah.
Later on tonight, Otis battles Dolph Ziggler for the final Smackdown.
Is that finished Resident Evil 7 yet? Yeah, dude. Heck yeah. I got a whole playthrough of it on my YouTube channel. If you want to see how I went through it and what I thought of it and all that stuff, my first playthrough, I would highly recommend it. Good game. Why do you ask? Did you just get that game? Oh, Daniel Bryan almost stole one right there. Nice series of roll-ups by Daniel Bryan, but it's not getting the job done. Just frustrating Baron Corbin.
That is just miles deep. But right now, Bryan has not been able to figure out King Corbin. There's the agility of the big man.
Baron had a good match with Chad Gable at King of the Ring. Yeah, he had a couple good matches with Chad Gable. You think Apollo will win it? I think Apollo's out. I think they said that Apollo, because he hurt his leg this week. Because he hurt his leg this week, I think he's out.
We know Corbin's got a history of disagreeing with some of the WWE officials.
I really wanted him in that match, but I don't think we're going to see Apollo at Money in the Bank. Daniel Bryan's fighting back from his knees. Corbin just staying on him. I love it. One of the things that I really like about Baron Corbin's wrestling style is he always exudes this good striking power, and he always exudes this viciousness.
The left shoulder, the left arm that Corbin drove into the ring post before the commercial break. You take the arm out of the arsenal of Daniel Bryan. Bye-bye, yes lock. Bryan's submission maneuver, and again, Corbin with a blow to the shoulder.
Jeez, Daniel Bryan he's getting it, man.
And the trash talking continuing from the King, and another blow to the shoulder.
What's it called when you have a series of matches?
This is very, very wise. But it's a wise decision if you're King Corbin.
A gauntlet match, okay.
Trash talk. You can break an opponent mentally in the middle of a match, even if he's still going physically.
Daniel Bryan up over the top, lands.
Apollo comes out of nowhere and costs someone the match by throwing them off the building. That would be a 1,000% heel turn.
It was effective as we take another look. The athleticism this deep in a matchup, Bryan able to
That'd be a 1,000% heel turn for Apollo Crews. He comes out of nowhere and throws somebody off the tower. If they're gonna do it, they have to do it just perfectly. I don't want anybody getting hurt. I mean, you could take a couple 100-foot fall if, and it's only I think the tower is only like 10 floors, so it's probably the full fall from the top would probably be something like 110 feet maybe, because we got to count the roof as a floor too. Something like 110 feet. So you'd have to have like the big blow up padding down there and everything, and you'd have to just take the fall just right. I don't know, man. I don't think it's worth it. And these people are kind of stuntmen, but it's not a stunt that they normally have to do. Daniel Bryan trying to get this pin with everything he has, but Corbin's just too strong. He's bench pressing him off of him. Like, get off me.
Thunderous kick connects, but offering absolutely no quarter. Daniel Bryan realizes he can't make any.
Shane O'Mac, yeah, if Shane O'Mac was in the match, I could see him doing it. If Jeff Hardy was in the match, I could see Jeff Hardy doing it. Who else is just wild and crazy? Who they have right now?
And that's what Bryan's doing here.
Bryan looking to pick up the pace.
I could see Johnny Gargano or Adam Cole or Tommaso Ciampa doing it. They've done some crazy things. Deep six. Beautiful deep six. Center of the ring.
Corbin for the win.
That's one. That's two. No. Daniel Bryan just barely reaches out of the pin. Beautiful deep six, man. Baron Corbin just planting Daniel Bryan.
Take another look at the coveted briefcase.
Who else could you see doing it? Kofi. Yeah, I could see Kofi doing it too.
Championship
I could definitely see Kofi doing it.
Title opportunity at any point.
Kofi's crazy like that.
Any place.
Who else? Dudley would do it. Dudley, would you do it? Dudley, come here.
King Corbin now having his way
Dudley,
with Bryan, but
would you, first of all, high five, Dudley.
Daniel trying to execute a half
Would you
crab
jump
submission.
off
Corbin
of
just
the
too long.
WWE headquarters?
Bryan again targeting the left leg of Corbin, which is
No, I mean like for a match. I mean not just jump off.
Now I'm going after yours.
Oh, no.
Okay, you would? Yeah.
Daniel
All right.
Bryan throwing his in-ring IQ out the window.
I knew
right
it.
now.
I
This
knew
is
Dudley would do it.
brutality. Daniel Bryan's ticked off.
Dudley, you definitely. I think he'd be okay. I don't think he can really break anything. I think he'd be fine.
Did you hear that?
Right
Might
on
be
the
fun.
ear of Corbin. How's Corbin?
Oh my goodness! Ding, ding, ding! Throw it out.
Disqualify King Corbin.
Baron Corbin just threw a ladder.
Here's your winner by disqualification.
Threw a ladder at Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
And now he's like, what? Like he doesn't know the rules.
Well, the referee had no choice.
No, it's not. That's a disqualification. No, it's not. I love it when superstars start acting like kids. It's like, what the heck are you doing, man? Oh my goodness. Travis, thank you for the host, man. the dusty host.
And blaming the official for what's about to happen to Daniel Bryan.
Is Daniel Bryan about to get pulled from the match? Oh no! End of days on the ladder? No. Daniel Bryan flips out of it. And now, yes lock on top of the ladder? Oh no. Oh yeah, John Morrison would do it too. You're right. Uh-oh. Shinsuke Nakamura from behind. Kinshasa to the back of Daniel Bryan's head, and now Cesaro's here. Uh-oh. Cesaro with a ladder right to the side of Daniel. Oh, Bryan Danielson. The American Dragon has gotten a wing clip.
Of Daniel Bryan.
Well, Drew Gulak had to learn the hard way, and it looks like Daniel Bryan's about to
Hey,
learn the
I
same lesson.
just thought it. The American Dragon was actually fighting against the guy who seems like he's from Game of Thrones. So we got like an episode of Game of Thrones going on. Oh man. Wow, Daniel Bryan just got tossed into a pile of ladders. Oh man.
I even hate
Ouch.
to say it. Could that happen on top of WWE headquarters, Cole?
Oh no.
Corbin earlier tonight predicted it would.
Travis. What's up? American Dragon got taken out by a king. That was a pretty good start to SmackDown right there. Would MVP make a great GM? I can't say that I've watched enough MVP to really respond to that in a way that I would feel confident in. I do like him, but I think I'll be able to answer that question a little bit better after we see how he's doing the managing for this TM61 type team. But maybe.
Alexa Bliss, a former Money in the Bank winner.
Are you ready? Look at how big Braun Strowman is. Nice. Wonder what's gonna happen here. His beard is out of control. Now we're going to commercial break.
Climb the corporate ladder. WWE's corporate headquarters becomes home to Money in the
Whole quarantine stuff. Honestly, has WWE taking things more serious? I've noticed that as well. It seems like, kind of like they care more about presenting a character now instead of just doing things to make a crowd go, "Oh, look at that! Did you hear what he said?" Like it's more character driven now, and I really enjoy that. They've been getting some good ratings too. I'm not talking about like how many people are watching it. I'm talking about like our ratings, like what we've been rating the shows. I've noticed that people have been a lot more positive on the character and the promo packages and just some of the storylines and things. I feel like people are having a little bit more enjoyment out of the superstars actually being able to showcase their promo skills and in ring storytelling as well. Should Apollo Crews have won the U.S. title? I would have loved that. This guy on the Domino's commercial looks kind of like a skinnier Bobby Lashley, and then the guy right before him looked kind of like like Chris Jericho, like Chris Jericho's brother, Mitch Jericho. Yeah, that does look kind of like Mitch Jericho. That's funny. I only watch SmackDown for Jeff and Lacey. Oh man. You don't like Baron Corbin? You don't like Daniel Bryan? Did you hear Curtis Axel got released? Yeah. Yeah. I think we were talking about that a little bit yesterday. But, you know, they're not really using him. I'm sure he's not hurting for money. They were overpaying people for a while just to keep people out of AEW. So all these wrestlers that got released probably got some extra change in their pockets to tide them over until they can get rehired. I like Drew Gulak more than Daniel Bryan. I think Drew Gulak is maybe a better wrestler. That's for sure. I love Daniel Bryan's ability to, like, he sees through the business and he knows all the little the nuances and all like the things that are comedic about wrestling and the way it's presented, and sometimes he'll like talk about it like he's behind the veil and like it's an inside joke between people who know what he knows about wrestling. So I think that Gulak's wrestling is just so smooth, and he has a way to get in and out of like any maneuver. He's so underrated. Drew Gulak is maybe a better wrestler than Daniel Bryan. He's not as acrobatic though. I don't know. Daniel Bryan might be a little better overall, but Gulak's style is just so smooth, fresh, and clean, and he can make everybody look like a superstar for sure. Forgotten Sons, yeah. Oh yeah, the Forgotten Sons. I keep forgetting that they're on SmackDown. The skinny Bobby Lashley. You saw him though. You know who I'm talking about. That guy on the Domino's commercial. There was Chris Jericho's brother, Mitch Jericho, and there was Robert Lashley. Bryan's still better. Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan might be overall better at wrestling because he's more. He does a little bit more, acrobatics, and I feel like he could do everything that Drew Gulak can do as well. But on the mic, he's great. He's really great at storytelling and such. So overall, he might just be a better superstar. But they're both incredible. Both incredible.
Birthday and extraordinary achievements of Captain Tom Moore.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the monster among men.
B-Team with Matt Riddle. Instead of B-Team, they chant bro. B-Team, bro. All right, Braun's here. Baron Corbin, you gotta go. Braun! I like his look in this picture. He's like, oh yeah, I won, so what? What are you gonna do about it? You got a problem? Is this where he's gonna get fiended? He's gonna get fiended right now. He's walking out to the ring. It's time to get fiended. Roy, what's up, man? You shared the video on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you, dude. Who won, Corbin or Bryan? Daniel Bryan, he won because Baron Corbin threw a ladder at him, so they threw it was a disqualification.
We took a trip down memory lane in my past with the Wyatt family. But like I said, the past is exactly that, the past. Bray Wyatt can try and give me as many gifts as he wants to remind me of that.
BC Amplified, what's that?
I'm going to...
Uh-oh, Firefly Funhouse. Guys, this is the friendship that will never ever end. Hi, Bray. Yay, Bray.
Tonight, I have something very special in store for all of you. It's story time!
Who believes NXT call is a curse? Not me. Pretty much watching nothing but NXT call up.
Yowie wowie. Now, once upon a time, there was a black sheep. And he looked a lot like you.
Uh-oh.
He was big, and he smelled a little funny. But he was stronger than every other animal on the farm. The Good Shepherd, who was very smart, handsome, and had a ton of sweet muscles, noticed the black sheep wandering alone, and he took him into his home. Now, the shepherd, he raised the black sheep, and he taught him well. And in return, the black sheep protected the shepherd's farm. They had a lot of fun together. But then one day, the selfish black sheep left in search of greener pastures. He didn't say thank you or even goodbye. He didn't even leave a note.
Aww.
And the shepherd was very sad.
Aww.
Why would you leave me? He cried. After everything I've done for you. But his cries fell on deaf ears. And eventually, all of his other animals abandoned him as well. The shepherd was all alone. And to make matters worse, the government placed a lien on the shepherd's property.
What?
And he lost the entire farm.
Oh, no.
Then the reptilians came in and they took over because that's what reptilians do, but the end.
Freaking reptilians.
Well, that's a pretty sad ending. Don't you agree? Let's come up with a happier ending. One where the shepherd finds the black sheep.
Braun's like, no, please.
And he reminds him of his mistakes. And he takes away what makes him happiest. And then the shepherd will take the black sheep straight to the slaughterhouse.
Oh, dang.
There is no
dang, it's like that? It's like that, Bray?
I'm done with these puppets in this Firefly Funhouse. If you've got something to say to me, Bray, then come down to this ring and say it to my face.
Yes. Yes, this fire. Bye, Bray. Bye. Yo. Ancho, what's up, man? Thank you very much. Ancho. Hosting it up. Thank you, Ancho. Dang, Sheamus. Sheamus lifting, doing the warm-up rubber, stretchy rubber things, and he's just looking so buff. I'm so glad Sheamus is still wrestling, man. For a while there, people were saying that his career was over and his neck was just in super danger. So glad that he was able to reverse whatever was going on, or at least get healthy enough to where it's not as much of an issue anymore. Lobster head? What? Is that a phrase? Is that a term that people use? Sure, I made Twitter to share your stream. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Twitter's a good good little platform as long as you don't spend too much time on there. It's they've done several studies about overindulgence in social media leading to depression and things like that. So as long as you just use it to keep up with your favorite people and just see when events are happening and don't get too deep into it. It's a really good tool, a really good platform. That was awesome. I liked it. Thank you. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. About your thoughts on NXT call-ups being cursed. It's like I hear that all the time, but the thing is, like, we're watching nothing but NXT call-ups now. So if it truly was a curse, there wouldn't be a Seth. There wouldn't have been. There definitely wouldn't have been the Roman thing. No Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was in NXT. No Neville. No Kevin Owens. No Viking Raiders. No Ricochet. Just basically everybody we're watching. Like no Baron Corbin. Freaking Braun Strowman was a part of the Adam Rose thing, like what was it, the party line or whatever. He was part of that. Like who else? Bray Wyatt. My goodness, man. I don't know. I just I look at the roster and I look at what we're watching every Raw, every SmackDown, every pay-per-view. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bayley, Carmella, who else? Alexa Bliss. I mean, you gotta look at it, man. I know it seems like it's a curse, but I don't know how cursed you could be to be on like the highest rated wrestling show every week. Like that's a curse that I would take. I mean, there are some people who don't get that much of a push, but that's anything. Like, what if there was no NXT? If people just came in from off of other promotions, like it'd be the same thing. So I don't think it has to do that much with NXT. I think that's just the normal path for a superstar. Not everyone's gonna be John Cena or Roman Reigns. Not everyone's gonna do that. So it just appears to be a curse because you see them coming from one place. But what if they didn't come from that place? What if Shinsuke just came in from New Japan? Would it still be a curse? It's like there is no such thing as the NXT curse. It's just it appears that way because you have a category to say that bad things have happened to these people. But if that category didn't exist, then people like Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Shinsuke, Samoa Joe, if they never touched NXT and still came in from outside the company and their career still went the same way, then you just wouldn't be able to say it was NXT that had the curse. You'd just be like, oh well, there's a thing that happens when you're not from here. Don't count Bryant because NXT was different, I guess. But then you start just picking and choosing stuff like, oh, that anything before 2014 isn't real, and like you start having like to pick and choose what type of curse you're talking about and when it started, and like what exact month it started in certain cases. So I would just say that I don't think there's an actual thing called the NXT curse. I just think that there are certain people who are gonna make it and certain people who aren't, no matter where they came from. Oh my goodness, Sheamus. Sheamus is here. He looks like $1 million. He's got that fountain of youth in his blood. By the way, it was just commercial break, so that's why I was having the conversation, guys. Normally, if you hear me talking about a certain subject for more than like a minute, it's normally because we're at commercial break. But now we're back, and Sheamus has another target. Sheamus has another target to hit. What? Dude, they made a fake Leo Rush and called him Leon Ruff.
think I know how Mr. Ruff's evening is going to end up.
Oh
Ruff.
my goodness.
And
They made
Sheamus
a
now.
fake Leo Rush and called him Leon Ruff, and he looks like Leo Rush.
With a drop kick and another one and swatted away by the Celtic Warrior.
Leon Ruff.
And Sheamus.
Uh-oh.
That had no effect.
Oh my
And
goodness.
now back elbows as well by
Leon Ruff. Oh my goodness. Irish Curse backbreaker just cracks the back of Leon Ruff. What the heck, man?
Again with a backbreaker to
It's a Ruff. Hey, look, it's Ruff, guys. It's Ruff.
Are you paying attention, Cole?
Leon
Sheamus
Ruff.
doesn't have an issue with me.
Oh my goodness. He is breaking this
attention
dude
after
in
the
half.
third backbreaker, and Sheamus said he can do this all night long.
Is that true?
Do you doubt him? Do you disagree? From the looks of it, Sheamus could have done that all night long.
Well, I mean, I honestly have never had a problem with Sheamus, Corey. I've talked about his incredible resume and his incredible career here at length.
Oh my goodness. Now he's just beating the heck out of this dude's chest.
Sheamus about to liquefy this poor young man.
Liquefy? Oh my goodness.
Major League
Fancy, welcome.
Shoulder.
Sheamus has been driven by a rage.
You gotta create him, Gritty.
As long as Sheamus has been
Leon Ruff.
as motivated and as successful as he has been, he is more dangerous than ever right now.
And a bro kick.
Oh my goodness.
Just about
Bro kick flips
decapitated
Leon Ruff inside out.
And Sheamus with
That's
yet
done.
another impressive victory.
Jeez, man.
Here is your winner,
Oh,
Sheamus.
there you go. Sheamus wins. My goodness. Leon Ruff, ladies and gentlemen. Leon Ruff. What in the world? I would say I've seen it all, but I'm sure WWE is going to come up with something else that's going to make me just laugh. Leon Ruff. Wow. It was not Leo Rush. It was Leon Ruff, guys. And does Sheamus still have problems with Michael Cole? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, nonetheless, we do have.
Uh-oh.
I am, because we're going to show you the comeback now of Jeff Hardy.
Let's have a look. Uh-oh. Sheamus is going to sit down and watch the documentary with them. All right, we got the Jeff Hardy Chapter 4, the final part. It's called The Comeback.
My knee has been weak for a while. It's my worst nightmare now because I'm going to be out for 69 months.
69 months.
When I had
That's
knee
a lot of months.
surgery, it was a blessing in disguise. So I was in real bad shape. I've done something every day to better myself, and it's just going to be so good to be back.
You've been out for 9 months. What's the health status? Where are we at?
I'm officially cleared. It's just like riding a bicycle, you know, for me. I've been doing it for so long, so I'm ready to feel it again.
Jeff Hardy!
Jeff Hardy!
I'm ready to return and take my career very seriously. I've got tons of ideas running through my mind, you know, of what I can do that's
He looks good, man.
And I will be different. I will be the 2020 version of Jeff Hardy.
Jeffrey.
There's something left
Brother
for me to do
Jeffrey.
in the WWE.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I could definitely see him jumping off the tower. He might be the one to actually recommend it. He might be the one to bring it up to management. Like, yo, can I be in Money in the Bank? Can I replace Apollo? I'll jump off the tower. And they're like, oh you will? All right, hey, get Apollo out of there. Wait a minute. I got a great idea. I just came up with it, Triple H. We're gonna take Apollo out. We're gonna put in Jeff Hardy. He just said he would do it, Vince. No, you see, you're messed up. It's my idea. I just came up with it. Get Apollo out of there. Putting Jeff Hardy in. He's gonna jump off my tower. It's gonna look great. It's gonna be some good stuff.
And indeed, next week, right here on Friday Night Smackdown on Fox, it is the return of Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is back.
Got some great face paint too.
Next week.
Uh-oh. And Sheamus is still standing here.
So Jeff Hardy will be here next week, huh? Yes. Good. And so will I.
Uh-oh.
Yo, good over there, Cole. Ominous.
Sheamus making Michael Cole very uncomfortable. I don't know, man. I think these two could really tear the roof off the place, which probably going to set up a match between those two at Money in the Bank.
From the most unique Money in the Bank ladder match in history.
I would love to see it.
And speaking of, my guests both have Money in the Bank qualifying matches tonight. Otis and Mandy Rose.
Uh-oh. Sounds great, Mandy.
Otis, tonight you go up against Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, yeah.
And the last time we saw you two face off in the ring was at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you plan on bringing that same winning strategy here tonight?
Keila, I beat Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania, and tonight I'll beat Dolph Ziggler again. It's just the beginning. Because I'm going to get that Money in the Bank contract, not just for me, for my beautiful Peach as well.
Now, Mandy, I know it's been a tough few weeks for you with your best friend.
Kayla, former best friend.
Well, is Sonya's betrayal weighing on you tonight?
Look, what Sonya did hurt me, but I'm looking forward, not back. And tonight my focus is on Carmella. And she's a former SmackDown Women's Champion. She's even won Money in the Bank before. But if she thinks she's going to moonwalk all over me, she's got another thing coming. Just like my Otis, he's going to win that men's Money in the Bank contract. And I'm going to climb that corporate ladder and win the women's Money in the Bank contract because the risk is worth the reward. But first things first, I got
this. Otis gets a kiss on the cheek and he's like, oh yeah.
But here's the woman who stands in
Oh my goodness. Here comes Carmella. Carmella is money. How much money? We may never know. Oh yeah. I guess they put Tucky to the side, I see. And Sonya? Maybe. Two-time Money in the Bank winner, yep. Well, first time, what's his name, kind of won it. What's his name? Forgot his name. James Ellsworth, that's his name. James Ellsworth won it and everybody got heated. I loved it. It's so funny when people get all like mad about stuff like that. It's like, dude, it's pre-booked to make people have fun and just enjoy. People got so mad. They were like, I can't believe, you see, they're trying to say that she needs a man to win it for her. It's like, dude, that's not what it was. It was a classic heel move. If it was the other way around and the woman did it for the guy, and nobody'd be like, oh, see, they're saying that the guy needs a woman to do it for him. Like, nobody would have said that. So why is it the other way around? I mean, I know it was the first women's Money in the Bank, but still, that was so weird. To commentate the next match like JR, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Otis is so funny. Where's Red at? The Undertaker. Since the Otis and Mandy story started, have you noticed Tucker hasn't been seen a lot? I have, and I think that's gonna have something to do with the story. I think the Otis and Mandy storyline has been one of the best storylines that WWE has done recently. And if the start of the storyline and the middle, I'm gonna assume we're at about the middle of the storyline. If the start and the middle are any indication, I would think that there's probably a little bit more to the story than they're setting it up. He shall haunt the soul. Uh oh. Oh no. Oh yeah, Tucky. Oh yeah. Let's see what I got. What do we got? I don't know. Who do you guys think is winning this? Who do you guys think out of these two is going to the women's Money in the Bank? I've seen somebody say that they think Sonya is going to cost Mandy here. That would be a kind of good move, I think, and to have a previous Money in the Bank winner in that match would add another layer of drama to it that I don't think Mandy really would bring. So maybe I can see Carmella. I think Carmella. I'm going to say about 80%. I'm about 80% on Carmella winning. Sounds great, Mandy. Mella will be money again. You think so? How good are you finding it? It's pretty okay Smackdown so far. I will say that I'm having fun with what they've put in front of us so far. Carmella's in the ring. She's got her finest leopard print.
Asuka, Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax from SmackDown. Lacey Evans, Dana Brooke. Will Carmella or Mandy Rose join the field? We'll find out.
Dude.
The final spot right
Shayna Baszler in the Money in the Bank match. The corporate ladder tower money on the roof match. Mandy
Rose. You know, Corey, very emotional night for Mandy Rose and her new boyfriend Otis.
Mandy. Creepy beginning of this song. If I heard that in the middle of the night, I'd be scared. It's just all dark in the room. You're watching something on TV, and then you just hear Mandy. I would not think that would be super pleasant. I think Mandy will win, and Sonya will cost her at Money in the Bank. Oh, that's a good idea too. I saw that in the dark. I wouldn't be scared. No, I'm not saying see her. I'm saying hear just out of nowhere a whisper that says Mandy. That would be creepy.
As superstars look to climb the corporate ladder.
What do you expect from Jeff and Sheamus? Do you think they will face that Money in the Bank? Yeah, most likely. They need something else on that fight card. The two Money in the Bank matches and Seth, I guess they have Seth versus Drew. They have they have Braun versus Bray Wyatt. They have the two Money in the Bank matches. Have they announced anything for the United States title or the Intercontinental title? I don't think they've done that. Man, yeah, they need some matches for that pay-per-view.
Carmella knows what it means to hold the Money in the Bank contract.
So yeah, Jeff and Sheamus would be good.
The contract held within those briefcases presents to your
Nah, I want Mella to win. What's up, Halo?
Mandy Rose would love to throw her name.
Travis is back.
With that sort of caveat.
Hear that in the middle of watching a creepy horror movie. Or it would just become a creepy horror movie.
Hooks the leg, wraps the arm, and a kick out by Mandy at 2.
Mandy Rose got a little overconfident. Carmella.
If they face each other, do you think it would be a good match? And will Money in the Bank matches for men and women be together? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think they will be. I don't think they will be, but I was wondering that too. I don't know. It's kind of sounding like they will be at the same time. I hope not, though. But it could be chaos if they're both at the same time. Might be kind of tough to film that. Still catch all the action. When I'm watching Halloween and I just hear someone whisper, Mandy, that's it, I'm moving.
Look at the briefcase that hangs above the ring here tonight. And again, Mandy Rose continuing.
He's appeared a lot. CM Punk is the only superstar to win 2 ladder matches. Is that true?
Oh, wait a second.
Uh-oh, Sonya Deville is here.
Bestie, don't worry, I'm here. I'm just supporting you. Don't get distracted. Keep wrestling. Keep doing your thing. You go, girl. I'm sorry. This time of year is just, it's so nostalgic for our friendship. You don't remember, do you?
Sonya's out here.
This time last year, Mandy, I gave you my Money in the Bank spot out of the kindness of my heart. I know what you're thinking. It sounds really stupid, but you live and you learn. Kids these days. Anyway, I just want to let you know you are doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. Do you remember in the match?
Cover by Rose and a kick out.
And climbed up the entire ladder.
Sonya.
I basically handed you the briefcase.
Sonya's completely distracted Mandy Rose right now.
Well, Mandy trying her best to stay focused.
That is true.
More embarrassing than losing to Carmella, which is probably going to happen.
Mandy's got to try to put this out of her head.
How would that be embarrassing? Losing to a previous SmackDown champion? I think that's a little less embarrassing than losing Money in the Bank match.
Not a pretty sight.
Sonya continues to taunt.
You know what? I'm going to keep my mouth shut, eat my imaginary popcorn, and just watch the show.
Yeah, thankfully Sonya Deville claims to just be watching the show. If Mandy
nice right hand by Carmella here.
She could maybe.
Oh, Mandy's definitely gotten thrown off by this.
Acting like this is all fun and games.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, you want to show that you're the best? You want to show that you're better than me? Well, Karma's a bitch. Bring it on.
Oh, Sonya Deville now heading down to the ring. Carmella now from behind.
Oh my goodness, super kick.
Here's the cover by Carmella on Mandy Rose.
Wow, Carmella wins. Wow, super kick. That was quick. Mandy caught just a hellacious super kick. Took her mind out of her. It took her spirit. The spirit kick. My goodness. She got distracted and caught the super cake. Man, that was a very dense cake there. Put her straight to sleep. Has the Firefly Funhouse happened? Yes, it did. Uh-oh, Sonya Deville on her way down to the ring. Gonna pick the bones of the destroyed Mandy Rose. Oh my goodness. And now just hammering her with right hands.
Be better than me. Do you understand me?
Carmella's like, I won, gotta go. Gotta go. You two, you handle that. Oh, goodness. Sounds bad, Mandy. Mandy got tossed to the outside now. And now face to the ring post. Bounces back straight into the clutches. And now put into the ring steps. Holy moly, man. Sonya vicious out here. Ooh, oh! Sonya Deville with like a running Shining Wizard to the back of the head of Mandy and puts her head straight into the ring steps again.
This obsession.
Forget about Sonya Deville. She's turning into Cruella Deville.
Sonya Deville over the edge.
You know, and Mandy's seeing 101 stars right now. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's a beatdown right there. Sonya's your least favorite women's wrestler. Sorry to hear that, man.
Well, Sonya Deville just completely.
She's improving as far as I'm concerned. She's actually got some attitude now, and she's doing pretty good work on the microphone. That was just a incredible, incredible beatdown.
Insult to injury. Watch Mandy Rose.
Savagery. Oh my goodness.
Face first into the ring stairs. Mission accomplished for Sonya Deville, but I have a bad feeling, Cole, that this thing is far from over. Oh, wait.
I will hit you. Cruella Deville, yep. That's what I was saying. I thought Mandy was bleeding for a second. Little Nate is out here trying to... Oh, I will ruin your life. Where was Otis? Otis, why didn't you run out here?
Because Otis takes on Dolph Ziggler in a very personal matchup to see who...
Uh-oh, gotta mute that. Where was Otis at, man? Neither Otis or Dolph came to the rescue there. Sounds bad, Mandy. New Day versus the Forgotten Sons up next. Oh, nice. I wonder if Jackson Riker is actually going to fight in this match. We're going to leave it on Cutler and Blake like they've done for the past year. This Monday.
WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre goes one-on-one with the Messiah's disciple Murphy. Plus, a shocking injury.
I think he tweaked the knee.
Ouch.
This is heartbreaking.
Creates an opportunity. It's a last chance gauntlet match for a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh boy.
Raw. This Monday, 8/7.
A gauntlet match. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see who gets that last spot in the Money in the Bank. So I guess this is for what would have been the last spot, but now there's another spot open. So we'll be seeing on Monday who gets that. There's the Rudner Taker. What's up, man? Sonya gone psycho. C. Griff is in the building too. C. Griff. Jackson Riker is awesome. He needs to lose his double baggage so he can be a shooting star. What's his double baggage? Oh, the two other members of Forgotten Sons. Yeah, I don't get it, man. It's like he's a glorified manager. He's like a manager with more muscles than the people that he's managing. Just comes out here and just stalks around the side of the. You ever seen somebody like kind of like Cody Rhodes when he has his dog with him? That's what it's like. It's like he's just the dog that they bring to the ring to do nothing. What has Mo Meltzer done? Mo Meltzer. Mo's got more nicknames than anybody. Anna Mo Crossing. Mo Meltzer. Mo, yes. Mo Meltzer, I love it. That's a good one. That is a good one. Maybe more like Mo Alvarez. Mo Alvarez. Mo Money? Mo Money. Yeah, I really hope it's Big E versus Jackson Riker for most of this match. I like Kofi, don't get me wrong, but I just think Big E is so entertaining. He's so fun, and his feats of strength could be a really good counter to Riker's strength in this match here. Mo Money, Mo Problems. Mo Cena, yep. Mo Parrish, Mo Cena. He's got a lot of nicknames, man. I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. What has Drake been up to recently? Has anybody heard from him? Is he okay? Oh my goodness. Dude, the Nitty Gritty was awesome last night. If you guys missed it, you should definitely check it out. There were so many great trailers, and we had the reveal of what the world is talking about. Assassin's Creed Valhalla was so cool.
She'll be all right?
Yeah, she'll be fine.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Can you just give us a second, Otis? Let me check it out a little more.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Oh no, is Otis gonna lose because he's distracted by what's happening with Mandy? Oh no. Or is he gonna let it get him pumped? Or is he gonna get super caked? Uh-oh. Dolph Ziggler.
Is Mandy okay?
Oh, he's mad. Breathing up a storm. He actually came to check on her. Man, this storyline is so good.
Champs and feel the power.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. The 8-time.
My goodness. 8-time tag team champions. Are they the best ever? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they are. They sure do work together very well. And their gimmick is just so fun. They've been doing it for a while too. This gimmick has persisted. New Day is here. Look at Big E. I just love his face and everything about him, man. He's so awesome. Cody and the dog man Gritty has turned heel. No, I'm just saying, it's like sometimes you just see people who are like doing things and then their dog is just kind of like, you know, like that's how Riker is being with the Forgotten Sons. I don't think I've seen one tag match with the Forgotten Sons where Riker was the legal man. You might get a new game. Really, Travis? What game might that be? Riker's going to eat? I hope so, man. Oh, no. Riker's in the back. Riker's in the back. Riker, no. Walk in front of them.
The New Day are now new 8-time tag team champions.
Tonight, we wanted to come out and congratulate you and be the first team
And
to challenge you.
what was that? And
We want our titles back, and we want them
ship
back
some to Raw.
here right now.
Yeah. Well, they invented a new tag team, the Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, and they brought in Everrise this Monday, and they brought in the Shane Thorne and his tag team partner. So, and Shane Thorne is no slouch. Oh my goodness, Riker with an incredible clothesline last week. I loved it. The Riker Bros. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on. The Riker Bros. I'm still putting him on the screen even if he doesn't wrestle. Come on, Riker, please be in this match.
And Corey, what an opportunity tonight to knock off the New Day would definitely put the Forgotten Sons in the wrong.
Oh my, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Oh my goodness.
That is the
Miz and Morrison. My goodness, what is going on? Morrison looks like a rock star. I think that's probably the point. You watched the Nitty Gritty. Did you like it, Chris? T1M6. Okay, we're gonna call him T1M6. Miz and Morrison are joining the commentary crew. Very nice. Morrison is just cut up, man. He takes good care of himself. I really appreciate that. Jackson Riker, are you wrestling? No. Jackson Riker is not wrestling. What is the thinking behind that?
I apologize on behalf of my colleague.
You saw what went down.
You would think like that same weird booking would not continue between NXT and the main roster. Especially with Vince McMahon behind the scenes. You'd think Vince would be like, look at this guy. Why does he need a tag team? This guy doesn't need a tag team. Get the rest of them out of here. I want this guy. Let's put the belt on him. I mean, let's put the title on him. I miss TM61 so much. They were great. Before they failed as the mighty heel, yeah. I don't know why they did that. At first, I was like, oh, okay, cool, they're going to feature them more, but it was like, nah. Nah. I know injuries brought them down a little bit, too, but such a great tag team. Unfortunate.
Check on the septic tank. Look at this. Wesley Blake right now doing
This
the
Woods
work
bro on SmackDown, yeah. I'm starting to miss Xavier Woods. Hopefully he comes back and just turns heel on the New Day.
These guys are true heroes. They were in our armed forces. These guys
At least for a little while.
But there is a thing that you learn when you are in the armed forces that I know.
What's that match with AOP? Oh man.
You're in the armed forces. You learn respect.
Dude, there was a period of time where the NXT tag team division was just off the charts, man. Off the charts.
Take your guys' advice. Exactly. Miz and Morrison's advice. You guys are the greatest tag in the 21st century. You guys have had numerous title runs. Show us what it's like, but they did not do that.
All right, Kofi backflips out of the suplex attempt. Suplex. It's a hot tag to Big E. Big E, oh, strong overhead belly to belly. Oh, Blake almost snapped himself up, taking that a little too. Whoa, dude, the way he takes these is scary looking.
Hey, do you know who's not forgotten?
Who's that?
The Miz and John Morrison.
Dang, Blake. I'm going to need Blake to start rounding out of the overhead belly-to-belly suplexes a little earlier. It looks like he's about to snap his neck. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Your delay is not adding that much to the show that it's worth your actual neck.
We're trying to watch the match. Stop distracting me. God.
I'm hearing nothing but
Gunner's a wrestler. Yeah, he is. Riker's a wrestler.
Big splash and the New Day in control.
I thought we told you. Heck yeah, Jackson Riker's a wrestler. He single-handedly took out like the entire NXT tag division in one match by himself. There was this one portion of I think it was a match that had the Street Profits, maybe the Viking Raiders or AOP. It had a whole bunch of tag teams. I think it was a ladder match for the titles. I think it was at a takeover. And Jackson Riker came out and just laid everybody out. He destroyed everybody. The whole entire tag teams by himself. And I was like, yes, it's starting. It has begun. And then it was like, that was the last time he wrestled or whatever. I don't know how Blake has kept his job in the midst of all the people they let go, like Rusev. Like, you're gonna let go of Rusev, but you're gonna keep Blake. What's the thinking there? There were some strange cuts and not cuts. I don't want anybody to lose their job, okay? Unless you suck at your job, and I don't think Blake necessarily sucks. It's just there are a lot of people who are overall better than him in the ring, and definitely had a more prominent on-screen character as well. So they put themselves at a detriment of character that they've built with so many people, and they kept somebody who I'm just not seeing the silver lining that much. He just seems like a okay worker, and that's about it. I would have definitely kept Rusev over Blake, man. That's like if you had two trading cards and you could have like one autograph, or you had two trading cards. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, I'll trade you Rusev for that Wesley Blake," you'd be like, "Okay, no take backs." Like you'd immediately do that trade. Well, maybe Rusev was too headstrong for the company or something. He seemed like a very free thinker, and you know that type of thing is not necessarily what Vince likes or what the WWE likes. They like people who are going to come to work and do what they say. And Rusev seemed very kind of loose cannon-ish with his social media and the things that he would do, and plus they don't like it when you become popular based off of your own personality and things like that. They don't like that because then they feel like they can't control you. You can tell that's what it is. Blake's probably just a guy who'll go out there and do whatever. He probably washes Vince McMahon's car and stuff. Yeah, Carl Anderson, Machine Gun Abs Anderson. Wonder what his hot Asian wife thinks about that. Mo Meltzer. Battleground trailer. Boo. I would trade to make the Suns. Bray and Bo's dad got released, but not Bo. So weird. Maybe he's got... I don't know. I really don't know. Battlegrounds. Mo's gonna be the first person to buy this game if it turns out you can make your own island and trade stuff with a fisherman. You'll be the first person to have Battlegrounds if they have that. They announced that you live on an island in the game and you can trade stuff with a fisherman, and there's time travel and little cute animals are singing songs. You'll be the first person in line. I won't. You will. It'll be called Batmo Grounds. WWE Batmo Grounds.
Tiny One's transport service. My daughter watches it all the time.
I think you're about tater tots because you like carbs.
No, sorry I don't do meal prep every day. And by the way, I'm gluten-free, thank you very much.
Well, you're exercise-free too. If you eat gluten, you have to do exercise.
There you go.
Look, sorry when I wake up at 6 in the morning, I'm taking care
Like
of
All Stars, I'm all in. Exactly, dude. Exactly. If it's like All Stars, I'm all in too. And on top of that, I can absolutely tell you a list of people who said, man, they should take a year off from making 2K games so that next time it'll be good. And now you get what you asked for, and people are still upset. That's like the name of the game in the year 2019, 2020. It's asking for something, and then once you get it, still being upset.
Natural. I didn't say it. Look at this. I'm over here defending the
WWE Batmo Grounds.
of the generation, and Michael Cole's still getting you mad at.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it for you. I'm gonna make sure that Mo owns Battlegrounds.
Suns are looking very good against the quote-unquote champions.
I don't think this is
John, aren't you upset though that you
Gallows isn't a bad wrestler. He's wrestling in Japan. Oh yeah. I don't think any of these people are like bad. It's just some of these people are not really that class of athlete that I'm paying a ticket to see. You know, I'd pay to see Morrison. I'd pay to see Miz. I'd pay to see Big E, Kofi. I'd pay to see Riker, but these other two, it's like, what the heck, man? I'd even pay to see this referee, Little Nate.
You realize we see what you're doing, Michael Cole. You're trying to put a little fence in between us, but you can't do that.
No, parkour. I'll jump over the fence.
We are missing Morrison.
Yeah, I love All Stars. I've beaten it twice on stream here.
Miz and Morrison. Hey, ho, ho.
I love the story mode. The Path to the Undertaker with Paul Bearer doing the voice acting and everything. It's so cool. They can put it together like All Stars. It could be a good game. Could be fun. We'll have to see. I don't know anything about the game. All I know is they have advertisements on TV, but we haven't seen any gameplay.
You all right over there, Cole?
Ouch.
Guys, I think we're going to have to handle this. We lost the heel to our loaf of
Yeah, there's character creation in All Stars as well.
Anyway, that's why they cut them things off.
There we go.
Character creation, multiplayer, story mode, unlockable characters.
Kofi pushing the pace, picking up the momentum.
It was really cool to see how they upgraded people's in real life finishers too. New Day.
Perhaps the greatest tag team in the
Boom
history
drop.
Why should he be that excited to be beating up the Forgotten Sons? They just got here. Oh yeah, be real proud of yourself, Kofi. Look at him.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi taking down Cutler on the apron.
Pain.
No. Cutler's in the ring. Ow. Wow. Double underhook backbreaker. Wow, what a pin that would have been.
New Day has done in the tag team division. But let's put it this way. When The Miz and Morrison come to the tag team division,
Didn't Mike and Maria Kanellis get released? Yes. Yeah, they're gone.
Look at us. We are stars. We are celebrities.
It's so funny, like, and that's another thing about how people ask for something and then they complain when they get it. Mike, what's his name now? Mike Bennett? Yeah, Mike Bennett was one of the people who was most vocal about needing the job and being so happy to be back in WWE and all that. And then a few weeks later, he's like, oh, I'm so mad I re-signed my contract. I want out of here. And then he gets released, and he's like, oh, you know, I actually wanted to stay. I like being here. Like, what the heck, dude? Can you stop changing your mind? I know things change, but, dude, that much?
Steve Cutler looking for a tag right now. Nobody in his corner at the moment.
Dude literally switched his story 3 times. They cheated the system. They did. And now they got caught for it. They made enough money. They're going to be fine.
That was lucky. That was a lucky kick.
I know people were really sad for a lot of the releases, but everybody under contract had an inflated contract to keep them away from AEW. So these people have some extra money in their pockets right now. They're gonna be all right.
Somehow Kingston able to kick out.
Heard WWE was willing to pay the Revival like $500,000 a piece to stay with the company. So if that's any indication of how much they were willing to pay people to stay with the WWE for a while there, these people got a couple extra bucks in their pocket to ride out the quarantine. I'm not really feeling sorry for these people. These people are rich.
If they had time and they didn't have to put up with days.
Yeah, what happened to Russell? Just be happy to stay in WWE. Exactly.
Because they've clearly been watching our tapes for Forgotten
They just,
Sons.
it's because these people have pride. They have pride in their work, and they feel like they're being underutilized. You know, it's like coming to work every day, and your supervisor never realizes or recognizes your contributions to the company and all that. It gets maddening after a while. I do understand that. But if you're getting paid well and you get to spend all kinds of time with your family and you get to have that prestige of being a WWE superstar, I just find another way to have an outlet for my creativity and do something about it, you know?
I guess we could have counted. We wouldn't have counted that high, though.
People are, by my and by a lot of people's terms, these people are filthy rich, and complaining about it is just disconnected, disjointed. Whoa! Yo, was that Cutler? Just pinned Kofi Kingston. Wow. They just beat the New Day. Okay, now that's the start of something. Wow. You deserve it. The Forgotten Sons, or the Riker Bros. I'm going to call them the Riker Bros. The Riker Bros just beat the New Day. Wow. 8-time tag team champions, just coming off of their win, too. That is impressive. That is very impressive. And they did it without Riker being in the ring. I would have thought if they were going to beat the New Day, it would take that, but I guess not. It was a pretty okay match. My goodness. Ooh. New Day take the loss. That was something else right there. Very unexpected. At least as far as I'm concerned, that's unexpected. Yowie wowie. Lucha Bros beat Morrison and Miz. Now the Forgotten Sons beat the New Day. Yep. Is this the breakup of the New Day? If anything happens with the New Day, I really hope it's somebody. Gosh, who would you like to turn heel? This is my question for all you guys. Who would you like to turn heel in the New Day? Would you want it to be Kofi? Would you want it to be Big E? Would you want it to be Xavier? Big E. It would be fresh if it was Big E. He's so devastating. He's so powerful. That could be cool. No more New Day. What? Nobody. Mo says nobody. Or Xavier. Xavier's underrated. Xavier's a really good wrestler. Really athletic. I want to see how his wrestling style changes when he comes back, if at all. Sometimes people coming off of an injury, they actually change their style in a way that makes them even more exciting or more grounded, more technical based, because they can't just run and jump around all the time. I'd be very interested to see how his style changes, if at all. Big E was decent heel with Ziggler, and Xavier can be a cocky heel. He could. I could see Xavier being a very very annoying type of heel, but I think he would do a great job at it. Xavier Woods is he's another one of these people who has a great mind for the business, and he can actually wrestle too, which is a plus. Xavier Woods has been gone for a while. Is he still injured? From what I know, he had a pretty serious repair that was needed, so it makes sense how long he's been gone. It's just I hope that once he comes back, it's for good, you know. A lot of times these people come back a little too early, and then they just end up getting checked right back into the hospital. So I just hope that they did a good job. Kofi needs it. Kofi heel turn. Could be fun. I could definitely see any member of the New Day. That's why I'm asking you guys who you'd want to see turn heel. I think Big E as a heel would be incredible. He used to be kind of heelish from what I know. I wasn't really watching that heavily back when him and who was he with? AJ Lee and Dolph Ziggler. He was definitely heelish. I don't know how much of a heel he was, though. Bray Wyatt is this generation's Mick Foley. Promo storytelling. He is definitely great. We want the Shield? Really? I think the Shield got very, very tired. I think it got very, very played out. And it's like you have three world heavyweight champions on one team, and whenever they come out, they just like wreak havoc. It kind of loses its luster after a little while. I don't think we'll be seeing the Shield anytime soon, though. I think Moxley's pretty happy where he's at.
Round choice for auto insurance.
Money in the Bank qualifying.
All right.
Lacey Evans goes one-on-one with Sasha Banks. That is Lacey Evans' daughter, Summer.
I mean, they're fun to watch, but I just think it got kind of old, man. It got kind of just run of the mill. Like you've seen it. Kind of how I feel about the New Day.
Banks trying to take away Evans' best weapon.
But the New Day's in the right place for that, you know. Every member of the Shield just got too big for that tag team stuff. Bailey. Bailey's gonna get it.
Crystal clear. Tamina's ready for the champ.
People say John Moxley's a boring champion. He's not as exciting as Jericho, that's for sure.
You have been a force of nature, and at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view,
If I had to choose between the two, I'd definitely have Jericho as my world champion still. But his recent promo was pretty good on AEW.
Sasha Banks, that can stop you.
Kayla.
Backstage with Tamina.
Women to beat me at Mania. So yeah, I'm up for the challenge. I will not be intimidated by a bunch of bratty, disrespectful, mean girls masquerading around here like.
After everything we've ever been through, come on. I made my WWE debut standing by your side. You helped me more than you can ever imagine. And that's why I will never forget how kind you were when I first came here.
Sasha Banks.
I know you have a championship match against Bayley at Money in the Bank, and you know how much I love her. But you also know that me and you can carry ourselves as strong, proud, kick-ass women that I know that we are, instead of resorting to name-calling and cheap shots.
Sasha's looking kind of buff right now. Oh, God. Oh, it was a trick. It was a trick. Bayley came running up from behind, and now it's a backstage beatdown of Tamina. Oh, my goodness. They made her do a bodyboard. They made her bodyboard on top of a equipment crate. Oh, and now Lacey's back here. Uh-oh. Lacey came to the rescue. Sounds like some people at Walmart fighting over the last roll of toilet paper.
You think you know me?
Yo. What? Yo. Dryan Wall sees clearly.
And I'm gonna keep hurting her.
Dryan Wall.
Yeah, I am.
What in the wide world, man?
People think they know me. They think they're watching some kind
You
of
think you know me?
where I'm the bad guy. You and I both know. Just because I know the way.
Funny, Dolph says you think you know me right after that song plays. Dryan Wall, thank you so much, man.
They cheer on Otis because they can see themselves in him. They can see themselves sitting next to him on his couch, drinking beers, watching the game. They think they're witnessing greatness. You and I both know. Guys like that don't ever really win.
Never.
No, they get little pats on the back.
Right.
Sympathy likes. The occasional participation award. And they start to believe that heart actually matters more than skill or hard work or talent. And with a little luck, they get some moral victories along the way. But if you are looking for a winner, you are looking at it right here. And I will be in that ring tonight doing what I do better than anybody else, and I do not like to be second guessed. I am going to win. And I'm going on to the Money in the Bank ladder match. And I'm going to win. Again. And I'm going to cash in that contract. Again.
That would be kind of cool.
And I'm going to be champion. Again.
That would be kind of cool. Dolph is money, man. He's money.
And after you're done hurting Mandy, I will slide right on up next to her as the new champ and make her feel better.
Wait, wasn't he just concerned about if she was hurt? Sounds like a dastardly plan to me. That's dastardly. Devious. Destructive. Devastating. Disastrous. It's a lot of D words. It's a lot of D words. And it's Dolph. That's another D word. I wouldn't mind seeing Dolph be a transitional champion. Yeah, he's so good. He's really good. As long as when they care about Dolph, he's super money. They leave him in this like middle caring where he just shows up and it doesn't really make sense a lot of the times. And I feel like that's when he becomes less effective because he's just pulling off good matches and they're not really pushing forward any sort of story a lot of times. If they actually care, I think it could be fun. I think it'd be really fun if they actually had had Dolph. I'd like to see him get this Intercontinental title. If he could start up a feud with Sami Zayn, that could be cool. See him get that IC title back. He did wonders with that. Him and Miz really elevated that title for a while. Otis is the main event of SmackDown. Oh yeah, he is. Wow, I didn't even realize that. That is pretty cool. Otis is main eventing SmackDown. Wow. This is why I'm telling people, like, I don't know about the NXT curse. Like, I just think that there's certain people who just kind of don't get the push at certain times, or they don't take the initiative to really own their spot or own their storyline. Whereas AJ Styles, he's a Raw athlete, so maybe he'll be on Raw. I don't know. They might leave him out for a while. He did get buried, so maybe he's still underground. I think he's streaming. He should win the current one. Yeah, I would like that. Yeah, Dolph is a good. He can sell injuries and sell moves very well. Sometimes he takes it to like a kind of corny extreme. Just like HBK, dude. He did it too. Sometimes he would sell and it would look incredible, and sometimes he'd sell and it'd be like, dude, really? Whoa. What happened? What is going on? I've never seen that move do that to anybody. AJ, haven't seen AJ since WrestleMania, which kind of makes sense. I mean, if you get buried by the Undertaker, I think it would be good if you don't just show up on Raw the next day. It would kind of deflate the whole the exclamation mark that is getting buried by the Undertaker. Marco and Dolph, dude. Marco, oh my goodness. I will say he does a pretty good job. It's easier when you're smaller, because then when you land on your shoulder or your neck or stuff like that, you don't have as much weight coming down on you, so you can kind of not end up as injured as if you're heavy. You see this guy, Eric? That's his name, Eric Jericho. and then the guy right after him, I think his name's Anthony. Looks like a skinny Bobby Lashley. Eric Jericho and Robert Lashley are on this commercial. Said you missed Dean Ambrose? How do you miss Dean Ambrose? All you gotta do is watch TV on Wednesdays. He's the AEW World Champion. He's got a pretty high spot in the company he's working for now, and he's definitely on TV pretty often. You don't have to miss him. Just turn on TNT on Wednesday. He's right there, man. He's just not called Dean. 6-man tag team match next week with a mystery partner for Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak.
And King Corbin in a 6-man tag team match. Also, just announced a volatile.
Oh boy. Next week, Lacey Evans and Tamina versus Bayley and Sasha. Oh, this might see some more cracks forming between Bayley and Sasha in that match. Ay. Next week, face to face, Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Oh, that should be explosive.
Next week on Friday Night Smackdown.
Storm, what's up, Storm? Welcome, man. Just in time for the main event. Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. Looks like Otis is wearing his shirt backwards. He's got a very original body type. Would you like to see WWE Champ versus NXT Champ versus Universal Champ? Yes, I would like to see that at something like Survivor Series. Braun, Drew, and Adam Cole. Oh boy, ay. Or if Velveteen Dream wins it next week, then it'd be Velveteen Dream. Kind of rather see Velveteen Dream in that match. It's a little bigger. I don't know. Still, Adam Cole would be money in that match too. Yeah, I'd like to see that. The champions were decent. Drew is super money, and so is Adam Cole. Braun is, Braun's Braun. Oh my goodness, Dolph just gets ran over right out the gate. Holy moly.
Ziggler might want to change up his game plan.
Dream versus McIntyre versus The Fiend. if they were the champions, two of those people are not champions right now.
But nonetheless, can you imagine, Corey?
I'm the shape of Otis. Well, hey, you got a very original shape to you.
Look at this. Dolph won Money in the Bank. Dolph is
He's powerful, man.
Otis, yeah, sure, be an interesting dynamic.
He's super powerful, and he's a lot more firm than what you would think. The guy's not just a bunch of jiggles. Got a lot of strength to him, a lot of muscle. Nice vertical suplex. Planting Dolph right on his back. Versus Hardy. Where'd Hardy come from? Is Hardy gonna win the Universal Championship? Mystery partner is interesting because most likely it won't be Jeff Hardy.
Before arriving in WWE.
Kind of have to be a good guy. Maybe it'll be Tucker. Start to show some cracks between Otis and Tucker. Have Tucker join Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak because Otis isn't paying attention to him anymore. That could be a good little twist in the story.
Kick out once again. What would this do to Dolph Ziggler's psyche, Corey, if Otis
yeah. You're calling it? He's going to win the Universal title before Survivor Series. I can't say I would not like that. I cannot say that. Jeff Hardy as world champion, it could be a really nice way to spice things up. Not that I don't like Braun. I don't think Braun's going to turn in matches that really make me like, oh, that was a cool pay-per-view. My view of Braun is like that Intercontinental title was a good place for him to start. He jumped the line so hard because of Roman dropping out of WrestleMania, and so far he's doing an okay job. I don't think that Braun is doing a bad job, but I still just like to see him tossing trucks at people. And I just don't think we're going to get that when he's Universal Champ. Jeff Hardy beating Braun would be great.
I'm a little shocked at this point how one-sided this affair has been. It has been
Otis is your brother? That's cool. See if you can get me some free Otis merchandise. I'll wear it on stream, I promise. If I get an Otis shirt, I'll wear it.
Dolph, longer recoveries in tremendous physical condition. Otis driven into the barricade.
Dolph, come on. Get it back. Both men are down outside the ring.
Tides are beginning to turn. Take a look at this. So cagey. Dolph realizing the opportunity at hand and didn't want to let it pass. Otis is in
he jumped the line, and it's not that I don't find Braun interesting, okay? Because whenever I say stuff like this, I know there are some people who are like, oh, Gritty don't like Braun. It's like, dude, I like Braun just fine. I like Braun just fine. It's just, if I had to choose, I would have somebody a little bit more charismatic as champion, and also I'd have somebody who can pull off better matches as champion. Because if you're Universal Champion, most likely should be headlining most of your pay-per-views, right? That should be the main event. And you're gonna have a main event where a guy just like runs around the ring and just kind of runs somebody over, runs around the ring, runs somebody over, and then running power slams somebody, and then that's it. 1, 2, 3. At least with Brock, he'll F5 you a couple times and toss you all over the place. I just don't see Braun as like the exciting way to end a pay-per-view, you know, unless he's tossing trucks at people, and I don't think he's going to do that as Universal Champ. I think he's going to try to be seen as like a legit champ who just wrestles matches, and I don't find that to be the most exciting way to utilize Braun. Where is Bobby Roode now? That's a good question. That's a good question, man. I don't know. Probably working out. The guy looks like $1 million. How old is he? Is he like 45 or something? 43, something like that? The guy is just in incredible shape. Hopefully when he comes back, he gets his old NXT gimmick back. Just the rich, better than you, playboy type of dude who just gets under your skin, who will talk trash to your wife. I hope when he comes back, that's the Bobby Roode we get. Because when he was in NXT, that was just, mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, dude. He could automatically be the best heel on SmackDown immediately. Automatically, if he came back with the with his NXT Bobby Roode. I want that glorious song to just be booming again. You know, it's still cool, but it just had this oomph back when he was heelish Bobby Roode. You know. Oh, that'd be such a good. Man. Can you imagine if he came back and he's the guy who challenges Jeff Hardy? If Jeff Hardy wins the Universal title and then Bobby Roode comes back and Bobby Roode starts like digging into his past and like cutting him down and like, yeah, see, that's why you're a druggie and, you know, all this stuff and just gets in, just really digs into him, I would love that so much. I would watch the heck out of that, man. You know, because you know Bobby Roode can do it, dude. He's world class. Sethy! Sethy, oh my goodness. Welcome back.
Dolph Ziggler able to weather the early storm. Downright onslaught.
Holy moly. Why isn't it popping up? Hang on a second. Let me see. Sethy. Maybe I'm not on the right page. Let me see. Sethy with $4.99. Super chat. Super chat. Hang on, let me refresh this. Not showing up. All right, hang on a second. Let me log out and log back in. Sethy, thank you so much, man. I'm going to try to get this to play on the screen here.
It just may be a matter of time before Dolph Ziggler joins King Corbin and Daniel Bryan. And Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio as part of this year's Money in the Bank field.
Here we go, here we go.
It's all about
I had to log out and log back in. Sethy.
Take another look.
So Seth says oh my goodness. So Seth says, know your dang role. Seth, thank you so much, man. Seth, hooking it up. How have you been, man? Good to see you back. What is your profile picture? Is that you playing baseball?
Otis back to his feet, a vertical base. Can he create separation? He does with a couple of right hands. Misses wildly.
Oh my goodness. Braun's mad at me. Oh my goodness. Dude, that was bumping. That was bumping right there. Sethy, man, thank you so much. $9.99. I'm leaving, so there's a final donation. I'll be back next Friday. Oh, man, all right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us for a second, man. Thank you for the contributions. Very much appreciated, dude. Very much appreciated. Sethy, my goodness, came through with the, what, $15 in like 10 seconds? Goodness gracious, Sethy. Thank you, man. Dudley, did you see that? Dudley, did you see that?
It's Caterpillar time and Ziggler rolling out of
Yeah, you get some of it, Dudley. I mean, I'll give you like $1. All right, Dudley's hype. I'm gonna give Dudley $1. Dexter Loomis, heck yeah, dude. Uh-oh, Famouser. No, Otis caught him out of it. Very nice. Just puts him straight down. See ya. Wow, zigzag. Dude. Sethy plays, cracking 2 cold ones with the entire chat. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ziggler needs a new finisher. I agree. The guy's so talented. His finishers are kind of like underutilizing how good he is. Plus, they never work. Like, he never wins with them.
And Ziggler now measuring his man and looking to tune up the band. Could be super kick time for Otis.
I would definitely agree with that. I want to know what Halo thinks about this. Halo, do you think Dolph should get a new finisher? Oh my goodness! Wow. Otis so strong. He caught him by the leg and just tossed him over his head, and he got serious air. There we go. Caterpillar elbow. That's one. That's two. That's it. Wow, Otis knocked him off. Wow, I expected there to be some shenanigans.
I don't know if I can believe what I just...
Wow, Otis wins. I thought there'd be some sort of shenanigans here. Thought Sonya was gonna come out from under the ring and have like some Sonya spray or something. Spray him in the eyeball. Wow, Otis just straight up wins. That was a pretty good match there. Wow, Otis qualifies for Money in the Bank. Can you imagine if Otis wins it? Otis versus Braun Strowman. I think Braun will smash him. Wow. It took Apollo out the match, Jeff.
Will be on the roof of WWE headquarters. Otis now.
My goodness. You used to be a video streamer. Now you stream WWE. I stream more. I stream games, dude. I stream a lot of games. Most of the time, I'm streaming games. It's just for Monday for 3 hours, Wednesday for 2 hours, Friday for 2 hours. I'm streaming WWE. The rest of the time, I'm normally doing things like the nitty gritty, or playing Final Fantasy, or playing what did I beat recently? Resident Evil, stuff like that. I spent a lot more time. I've already spent like 20 something hours in the past like week on just Final Fantasy. So that would definitely outweigh the WWE streaming that I do. Otis is doing it big. I don't think Otis knows how to do it any other way. My goodness. Well, that was a Smackdown. Now it's time for us to have a little talk about it. I want to find out what you guys thought of Smackdown. I want to find out what your ratings are. So it's time. It's time for a little talk, aka a chat. It's getting blue in here, so let's get these reviews. What is up, everybody? It is time. If you watched SmackDown along with us and you would like to give your review of SmackDown, please type a 1 in the chat, guys. I'm going to try to keep this orderly. Try to keep it in an orderly fashion. I would love to see it, to know about it. Oh my goodness. Yo, upgrades? Upgrades. La 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 la. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. La la la. La 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 la. I gotta sing with it because that always gets me copyright struck. I get copyright issues whenever that plays on YouTube. Dude, H-Bro has hooked We Rupt up. The We Rupt hookup. H-Bro. Dude, what is up? What an entrance. Sean always knows how to come through. He comes through with just the thunder. Thank you so much, Sean. The Sean to We Rupt hookup. The Sean H hookup. My goodness. Sean has been lighting it up over here. He's been making dreams come true. The make a Sean H Foundation. Thank you so much, man. Let me get my my background music. Let's see here. What is it? What is it? Okay. Aha. Okay, I found it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's probably a little too loud. Alright, how's this background music? Should be pretty okay as background music. Alright, so Angel. I think Angel would be first. Yes, it would be Angel, and then Banzi, and then New Zealand, and then We Rupt. Might want to do that tonight, Gritty. Who the heck is Diplo? Who's Diplo? Is it live right now, or does it start in an hour? What do you mean? Same music I always put on. Exactly, Chris. I gotta make sure that I play music that doesn't get me copyright issues. And but luckily this is an hour long. This mix I have, so you get a bunch of different songs. Got a new mode party squad or something? What the heck? Who's Diplo, dude? I'm gonna sit there and watch a concert for a guy I don't know. Is it a guy? I don't know. Alright. Who the heck is Diplo? You guys are weird. Alright. Angel. So, let me know, what did you like about SmackDown tonight? What did you think maybe could have been a little better? And also your overall score out of 10. So whether it's a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 2 out of 10. Probably wouldn't take the score if it's a 2 out of 10. But, you know, up to you. The SmackDown on right now. It just ended. It just ended. That's why we're doing the review. Grapple Chat is the review show that I do every how do I explain it? Grapple Chat is the review show I do after every wrestling show that I cover. So I do a live reaction during the show. It's a live watch-along reaction show where we all talk about the matches. We talk about who we think is going to win. We react to the outcomes, the storylines, the promos. And then after the show is over, we do the show called Grapple Chat, where we figure out the overall rating for the show based off of everybody's reviews. And then we go to the Battle of the Brands. And the Battle of the Brands is where we find out if they got a point or not. It'll make sense. It just takes a little few seconds, a few times of watching, and it'll make sense. He's a DJ. AEW got a point. Yeah, they did. Yeah, AEW killed it yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. No clue who Diplo is. I still might watch it. Is it gonna be another gig download? It's another 5 gig DLC that I'm gonna have to install and all that stuff before I even get to play the game. Yeah, it's gonna be another one. Chris, you typed a 1? Alright, well Chris, you're after Angel then. Unless Angel just doesn't put his review in. I haven't seen Angel type anything yet. And time's ticking, Angel. Went to sleep early that night. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You were on the island. I saw you. I went to the island and I saw you. You were trying to customize your house. You put up a new fan in your house. I saw you. I was peeking in your window. I saw you. You were like doo 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 doo, playing Animal Crossing. You were not sleeping. I saw you. Alright, so Banzi, let me know what your review is. And then after Banzi would be Chris. So Chris, just already start typing your review and I'll let you know. Banzi, you're up next. Electronic music DJ, okay. I wonder how you get that spot. Like, what do you have to do to get a Fortnite concert? Would they let me do it? Yo, Gritty Urban's doing a Fortnite concert, and everybody can say the same thing I just said. They'd be like, yo, who's Gritty Urban? And then people just believe I'm famous because I'm on Fortnite. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. What about you? I just told you that you're gonna be next after Band Z. Your review. Type your review. Come on, man, Chris. You've done this a couple times, man. You know what I'm talking about. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. We're doing the review, man. Bandy's typing his. Chris, please type yours. I want to play Fortnite after the reviews are done. I don't know about that. When is the concert? I might log in just to do the concert thing. I'm really not trying to play Fortnite tonight. I want to play some Final Fantasy, dude. I've spent a long time away from that. I got to get back to it. It's been like 3 days. Starting to have Final Fantasy withdrawals. The concert's over? It's already done? What kind of concert is that? What the heck? Dip Low dipped out. Dip Low lived up to his name. He's like, I'm dipping. I gotta go. It was on for like 5 days? What? What are you talking about? What? What do you mean? That was Travis Scott. Yeah, I heard about that. Alright. Who else do we got? Since people are being unresponsive. Alright, New Zealand, your review, please. And then We Rupt. Just go ahead and type your reviews in, guys. I like the Otis versus Ziggler match. I hated Sonya brawling on Mandy Rose. Sonya is a pretty cool heel. A pretty good heel. Whoa! Dang, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I really like this. I really like that that you're separating your opinion of a wrestler and how good they're doing their job. I like that. I appreciate that. What else? Anything else? 7.67. I like that. Yo, Chris, thank you for the review, man. 7.67. All right. I'm doing the math, man. You guys give me the math, I'm going to do the math, okay? Chris, thank you very much for your review. I'm going to give you 3 Dudleys and a peace sign with a face. There you go. Final Fantasy withdrawals are real. When is the concert, guys? Do you guys know when it is? Because I'll do it. I'll log into the game and I'll hang out with you guys in there and watch the concert and everything, but I don't know about playing the game too much. I really want to play some Final Fantasy tonight. Dude, Chris, thank you very much for your review. Your 7.67 has been added to the overall math equation that we're going to be doing to find out if SmackDown got a point tonight. Thank you very much. Oh, I appreciate it. Mama always said, life is like a crisp bug review. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, next up. Did Banzi bounce or something? Where the heck is Banzi's review? Banzi, come on, man. I want this review. I gotta have it. I gotta have it, man. I gotta have this review. Come on, man. I need this review. Also, We Rupt in New Zealand. Please, just type your review whenever you got it. Guess I can talk about what I thought about it. I thought starting the show off with Daniel Bryan was a good thing to do. I think he's great on the mic. He brings an air of importance to something, especially starting a show with him. It makes me feel like, oh, what's he gonna say? What's happening? What's up? And he did a great job. He knocked it out of the park with his promo. He put over the he made the Money in the Bank match itself and the Money in the Bank itself, the briefcase, matter. He made it matter more with his promo. So I really liked his presentation and what he was saying, and it made sense based off of his career. So it wasn't just somebody coming out here and being like, oh, it means a lot to me. Like, it actually makes sense why it's so important. Baron Corbin coming out right after that. Great character work here. Great promos from both of them. They wrestled a pretty okay match. I would call it good, but I don't want to overrate it. I think it was an okay match. The two of them worked together very well, just as I suspected would happen, because Drew Gulak and Baron Corbin had a really good match last week, so I was hoping that magic would be recreated, and I was not disappointed at all. This match could have went to another notch, but it seems like they might save that for some other time, because these two do work very well together. So maybe another time we'll get that next level match out of these two. It was fun though. It was brutal. Great mat work by Baron Corbin. Very nice to see him going toe to toe with one of the greatest wrestlers in the world and still holding his own. And with him being a striker and everything, you wouldn't think he'd be on the mat doing all that, but he's got some skills, man. He's been getting better. He's been getting much better. So that's what I think about the beginning of SmackDown. New Zealand says, Daniel's opening promo felt corny and Corbin didn't make it better. Oh, you didn't like potential. Mandy versus Carmella could have gone better. Mandy winning, then Sonya costing her at Money in the Bank would be better. I agree. I agree with that. Maybe they just didn't want it to look like there was unauthorized personnel in their towers, because, you know, as a corporation, maybe they just don't want it to look that way. I don't know. You know, it's weird with businesses, man. It's really weird with business. It's weird with, like, what they think will make the stocks go down and stuff. And maybe if they would have had someone unannounced in the corporate headquarters, it might have made their their shareholders feel like, oh, they don't have a control over the situation or so. I don't know, man. I don't know. Could be something like that, or it could just be like they messed up. Not a fan of Otis being a single star, but I'm not mad that he won. 6.35, is that what you wanted to put there? 6.35? Man, that's a tough rating. Jeez. That's very tough, man. Sounds like you didn't like much about this show. New Zealand was not having fun. He hated the Daniel Bryan thing. He thinks Braun is stale. He thinks the Funhouse is stale. Goodness gracious, New Zealand. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I subjected you to SmackDown tonight. 6.35. My goodness. Hey, it happens, man. It happens. Your 6.35 has been added to the score here. Thank you very much, New Zealand. Jeff, Lacey, and the Suns. Well, you got 2 out of 3. No, you got 3 out of 3 tonight. You got a Jeff Hardy retrospective. You got Lacey Evans backstage brawl and her teaming up with Tamina, and on top of that, you got the Forgotten Sons, and they got a win over the tag team champions. You got everything you watched for, man. New Zealand. Thank you very much for your review. I liked it. I gotta give you stuff, man. That score is that's deep, man. That's deep. What can I give you? I'm gonna give you this snowman, and then I'm gonna give you this snowman. Oh yeah. Yes. The Snowman Brothers. The Snowman Brothers. Snowman Bros. The Snowman Bros. Cameron, thank you for the host. Nah, he's not hating. He's keeping it real with what he thought about, what he thinks about a lot of these people who are in the top of the card right now. I can't blame him, man. I can't blame him. If you don't really like Braun too much, and if you don't really find Daniel Bryan's promo good, and you don't like Baron Corbin, there's an awful lot of this show that was taken up by things that maybe you don't enjoy too much. That's what's up. All right. Thank you very much, New Zealand. I gave you two snowmen. Did you see the snowmen I gave you? I don't think you saw the snowmen. All right. We Rupped says SmackDown was solid. Braun and Bray segment was so childish, but great. Love me some story time. Yo, you actually put a period in one of your reviews this time, We Rupped. We Rupped is evolving. He's evolving as a reviewer. He's actually he put a period in this one. He put 2 periods. 3 periods. No, there's 3 periods in this whole thing. Dude, We Rupped. We Rupped is starting to do some things here. The Dolph Break Kid and Sonya, Mandy, and Otis story is such glory and gold. It is. It's fun stuff. Then we had Sonya promo, but the Wabbit and Corbin was good promo, and match and Forgotten Sons picking up the W against New Day was great, but star power wasn't there for me. 7.5. Dude, that is a ongoing concern for me, is this star power question on SmackDown, and it's gonna continue to hurt them in my ratings overall, and I think it's gonna continue to hurt them in other people's ratings, because that star power is necessary. It's not necessarily the star power. It's more of like the like importance of certain things, because that star power brings importance. I think that's what makes the star power matter more than just somebody famous showing up or somebody from the illustrious WWE past. I don't think that it's just them showing up. I think it's that they bring an importance to the show that is missing, or not missing, but that is understated without that. And I gotta agree with you, man. It's something that I've listed several times in my SmackDown reviews. The lack of star power, it definitely hurts them. It hurts them. So let's see. 7.5. Goodness. All right. We Rups. What am I gonna give you? My first one had lots of periods. Hey, it's all good, man. I just like I like letting people know that I'm actually reading their reviews and I'm actually trying to get to know you guys, trying to get to know your mannerisms and things that you do, so that you know that it's not just me talking to like I don't want to say fictitious, but like I would say that there are streamers who talk to basically a fictitious audience. It seems like they don't personalize, because a lot of streamers, they have so many people watching, they can't do that. And at times I do have a lot of people who are watching, but I still try to recognize the people who continue to come back or continue to contribute, and I want those people to also get contribution from me. I want to recognize what they're up to. So I try to notice things about people's reviews. I try to notice things. Nobody listens to techno. Let's go. All right. So we Rups. Let me give you. I'm gonna give you. Oh, I know. I'm gonna give you the flying fish, and a creepy. A flying fish and a creepy. This is something that I don't think anybody's ever got that. Was there a hacker video this week? No. Didn't see it. Did not see it. Yes, Dolph Break Kid. I did say that. Thank you, We Rups. I gave you a flying fish and a creepy. I mean, that's incredible. That's an incredible gift. I mean, what will you ever do with this? I see you as more of a friend than someone I watch on Twitch, and that's what I want people to understand, because that's always been the goal since the first time I got on here. I wanted to hang out with people. I wanted to have an experience with people and not be a person who's just here to exploit an audience or something, you know. I appreciate being able to pay my bills based off of you guys' contributions, you guys' your graciousness, and if I can do that, and it's really cool because with today's environment, everybody knows what we're going through in the world. We don't even need to talk about it, but in today's environment, I feel like having friends online and having people to hang out with or people to experience these things together with, it helps our mental state, you know. Being all like super cooped up and separated can really affect people. So it's nice that we have created an environment where we can have that even without physically being in the same room together. So I'm really glad to have what I have here, and I gotta thank you guys. Without you guys, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, and I do enough of that. All right, so my review. I guess we're to mine, right? I didn't see any hacker stuff tonight, guys. They're probably gonna save that for next week, because next week is the go home show for Money in the Bank. So that's probably when we're gonna get all the hard hitting stuff. I would say that the hacker will be next week. Braun and Bray will actually have some sort of altercation. Might result in the Fiend showing up or something. I don't know. But I would say next week is gonna be the zinger. I didn't see any hacker tonight. So the Otis and Dolph match was pretty good. I'm glad there wasn't I thought there was going to be some shenanigans, but there were no shenanigans. It was just a match, man. It was really cool to see Dolph and Otis main eventing SmackDown. On top of that, I liked the Sonya Deville stuff tonight. I think she's playing a great heel, and she might have jumped the line to be the best heel in SmackDown right now. I don't see anybody better than her at being a heel right now in the women's division, I would say, because I think Corbin's still a better heel overall. But she's definitely doing good work and kind of out of nowhere. I'm very impressed with her right now. And the beatdown she gave to Mandy made it look so serious. I would not be surprised if we get a match between those two at Money in the Bank or soon thereafter. What else? The backstage Tamina and Sasha and Bailey and Lacey thing seems really contrived and really thrown together out of nowhere, so I'm not too high on that. The Dolph Ziggler coming to find out if Mandy was okay, I liked that moment, but then later on in the same show, Dolph was talking about how Sonya is going to hurt Mandy. So it was like he was concerned about her being hurt, but then he was also cheering on her getting hurt later on that same night. So it's kind of like a conflict in the character there that I don't understand. So I don't know. I like the story, but it's kind of, I don't know. I don't get it. Very, very conflicted, and so it might be a minus. That might be a minus to my score here. What else? What else happened? The New Day taking a loss to the Forgotten Sons. Riker still not fighting is definitely a minus. I don't know why. What is this? What is going on? Like I understand why NXT was doing it, because NXT was probably trying to make him like the dark horse, like the guy who, when he gets involved, it's over. So just leave him out of it. But now it's main roster, and they're keeping the same booking decisions where he just never fights. And it's getting a little bit ridiculous to me that he comes out here with the Forgotten Sons and he just does nothing. So I can't say I like that. But it was cool that they got a win over the New Day. That's for sure. Miz and Morrison on commentary. I mean, they're always fun. They're good friends. I don't know what's coming of this hacker thing. Hopefully we'll see something from the hackers sometime soon, because that storyline is very much on thin ice to me. The hacker thin ice is so thin. That story is falling through for me, unless the way the hacker re-emerges and the storyline makes sense and it's just so fun, I'm kind of done with the hacker stuff, dude. It's like I'm just sitting here waiting now, like, and I know it's good to have a slow burn, but it's not burning. There's nothing burning. There's no slow burn to when you just don't see anybody. You could at least show us what he's talking about, show us what he's doing, something. Okay, you don't have to show his face. You don't have to finish the storyline, but if there's no burn, it's not a slow burn. It's just us sitting here waiting for the next time he's going to talk. There's no burn to that. What else? It was cool to see Skinny Lashley. Skinny Lashley on a Domino's commercial. I know this is not part of SmackDown, but Skinny Lashley and Eric Jericho were great on the Domino's commercial. Definitely some high-quality lookalikes. Off-brand lookalikes. What else? What else happened? I feel like the Sheamus squash of Leon Ruff. Oh my God. Talk about the comedic moment of the night. Leon Ruff, okay? They had a guy who looked like Leo Rush and wore like the same outfit, had almost the same type of hair, like the body style. And they called him Leon Ruff, and Sheamus destroyed him. That was pure comedy to me. And then Sheamus harassing Michael Cole and setting up more with Jeff Hardy. I like the little Jeff Hardy, the final part of the Jeff Hardy comeback story was pretty cool. And I don't know, was this must-see? I'd say kinda. I guess kinda must-see. Yeah, because if you didn't see this, you would have missed a lot of what I was talking about. next week might not make perfect sense to you if you didn't see this. So I'm going to say yeah. And plus it was a continuation of some of the things that last week was doing and setting up. And I also like the Braun Strowman. I almost left this out completely. Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. I like that little segment. It was kind of childish and kind of corny, but that's the Bray gimmick right now. He's like a children's show, you know, like Blue's Clues or, you know, Mr. Rogers, stuff like that. So it kind of makes sense why it was a little childish, but I think Braun needs to step up and be a little bit larger than life when it comes to his attitude here, because I feel like he's getting a little bit outclassed now. Last week it wasn't as apparent, but this week it was kind of apparent how much more charismatic, entertaining, how much more Bray is just carrying the story than Braun. So it's like your champ is getting outclassed, and that doesn't look that good. So hopefully next week Braun will be able to just be a little bit bigger and be more of like a yin and a yang to this feud instead of just the down here while Bray dictates and makes the feud actually must see. Gosh, this is a tough rating right here. Gosh, this is really tough to me. I gotta give it like a 7.5. Gotta give it a 7.5. I think that there were so many lulls and just a little bit of weirdness here or there. I give it a 7.5 seems fair. I think there was a bit of a drop ball here and there, and on top of that, just this overall, like I said, weeks and weeks in a row, the star power is definitely something that is gonna keep cutting into it. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I think that sounds fair to me. Right around 7.5. So, let's do the math. Jeff Hardy next week. Heck yeah, man. That's going to be awesome. Let's go. Let's find out. Let's do a little bit of math here and find out what has happened. Here we go. All right. So, we got a 7.67. We got a 6.35. We got a 7.5 and a 7.5, which adds up to a 29.02. We're dividing that by 4 scores. 7.255. No, Gollum, no. Let's get over here. Oh boy. No change. Absolutely no change. Gollum, I'm glad you're still happy. Gollum is still happy, guys. That's very important. It's good to keep your spirits up. No point. Don't want Bray as champ again. I'm not for it or against it at this point. It can happen or not. I'd kind of rather somebody else step into the title picture, but that's just me. No good. No, this was a good show. Just because something doesn't get a point doesn't mean it's a bad show. This was actually an enjoyable show. I just don't think it was. I don't think it was exemplary or anything overly. I don't feel like they invested and put out something that they would even consider to be the best show they could have done. So I'm not doing it either. 7.5 is still a very good score. It just doesn't. It's not hitting it, and 7.25 is still very good as well, especially when you got scores in here that are below like a 7 and stuff. So I think it all evened out to be pretty much the score it should get, somewhere around a 7.3, something like that. Very, very good show, enjoyable. I would recommend people to watch it, check in. I'm just not thinking it's the best thing. if you miss it, you're not gonna be like, oh my God, what? It was the best SmackDown? Nah. Still better than AEW this week? No, I don't think so. No, it actually isn't. AEW got a point this week. SmackDown did not. AEW was actually really fun this week, especially with Murder Hawk, Cody, Darby Allin. Like, I don't want to get into it because it's not a comparison. But overall, no, it was not. It was not better than AEW. If you're looking at the overall ratings, no, actually not. All Empire Wrestling, Elite and Delete. Is that what it stands for? I don't know about that. It was a pretty dang good show, and it was probably made better by hanging out with you guys as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. People on YouTube, come on over to my Twitch channel because this is where we're going to be at. The YouTube broadcast is about to end, but we're going to continue on hanging out on Twitch. It is twitch.tv/grittyurbansaga. We're going to be hanging out, playing some games, probably watching some videos, having some fun. I'd love to see you get on over here because this episode of Grapple Chat has been very fun, and so has the Hangout, but it must come to an end. What do I think about Tamina? I don't think she's gonna win Money in the Bank. But if she did, I don't think she needs to win Money in the Bank. Like she's already the only person who's like on target to challenge Bayley for the title. I don't like it when people win Money in the Bank who already have feuds set up and already have like storylines built towards the title, because it's not like you have to have a certain amount of wins to go for the title or anything. They can just give her a title match. And how would she win? I don't even think she's in the match at all. I don't even think she's in Money in the Bank. I think she's actually fighting Bayley at Money in the Bank. So I don't think she can win it. I don't think she's in it. I don't even think she's in it. I might be wrong, dude. These lineups, it's, to me, like, I forget who's in matches and not in matches. It all kind of blends together, especially these days. But I don't think Tamina's in Money in the Bank. I think she's fighting Bayley at Money in the Bank because she beat Sasha. Remember, the stipulation was if she beat Sasha, she would get a title shot versus Bayley. So I think at Money in the Bank, she's gonna have a match, but I don't think she's in the Money in the Bank match. Unban you so you can watch? Dude, you don't have to be unbanned to watch. You just can't talk in the chat. You can watch, dude. You're banned from talking in the chat over there. You were on some other stuff, dude. Like I said, you're on a period right now for me to check it out and see if you're gonna play by the rules or if you're gonna be unruly. So just come on over and watch, man. You don't have to be able to talk to watch. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, because that was the chat.